Hi, I'm Michelle Sissom, the six-figure results lady from DecisiveMinds.com. I had an amazing time as a participant at Jane Duber's Business Mastery Summit. And even more fun, I was able to be one of the presenters for one of the roundtables. So we talked about LinkedIn at my table, and if you were with us or if you weren't able to be there with us, I think you're going to love this. So let's get started looking at LinkedIn and your business.
So I thought it might be easier for you if I showed you what to do on LinkedIn. So let's jump on over to LinkedIn real quick. Okay, so by now you should have printed out your handout, your LinkedIn Success for Entrepreneurs handout that I created. And when we look at LinkedIn, what happens is it seems like a very generic place. Everyone's profiles look the same. They're kind of corporate looking. And what I work with my clients on is how to be unique on LinkedIn. How do you stand out on LinkedIn? So we're going to talk a little bit today about how to make your profile unique, and then how to use LinkedIn to start building a network. After all, this is social networking. So let's start out with number one on the first page, and it says make sure your profile is 100% complete. Now I want you to know that LinkedIn tells us that completed profiles are 40 times more likely to receive opportunities on LinkedIn. So you're going to see on the handout there's a list of the requirements for your profile to be 100%, and this is the new list that was modified and came out about 3 months ago, about June or July of 2012, I believe. And one of the big things that you're going to notice here is that you have to have at least 50 connections to get to the point of being 100% complete. So we're going to talk in a minute about how to get those connections. What I want to show you is how we can check to see if your profile is complete. So when you look here on LinkedIn, you're going to highlight the profile button, click on Edit Profile. When you do that, you're going to come see here on the right, and mine says that I am 100% profile completeness. All right, if yours is not 100%, then LinkedIn will start giving you suggestions on how to fix that. So it should be very easy for you to be able to follow through those steps. Look and see what are the pieces that you are missing. Okay. The second thing I wanted to talk to you about with your profile is how to make your profile unique. And one of the great things about LinkedIn is that we can add pieces to our profile to make them unique. We can add applications. You know, on Facebook there are millions of Facebook applications. The thing I love about LinkedIn, there's only about 8 or 10 applications that you can choose from. So I want to talk to you about 2 quick applications that'll make a huge difference in your profile when someone comes to visit it. So let me scroll down a little bit. I want to show you in my profile. Actually, you know what I'm going to do? Go to View Profile. When you scroll down, so this would be the view when somebody came to my profile page, what they would see. And as you scroll down, you're going to see that I have added here my blog post. I have a WordPress website, a WordPress blog, and when someone comes to my profile, they can actually see my blog post. So I'm going to tell you how to do that in a second. The second thing is that I've added video to my profile. That's very unique. You don't see a lot of profiles with video. I did that with the SlideShare application. So those are the two applications that I want to recommend for you today. WordPress, I want you to add your blog to your profile, and I want you to add video. If you do not have a SlideShare account, it's really easy to go to slideshare.com. It could be slideshare.net, but I think it's slideshare.com. Just go to SlideShare, start an account. You can add videos that you have created already. You can add PowerPoints and turn them into videos. It's a really nice place, and I love that you can just simply connect it, and every time you post something to SlideShare, it automatically becomes part of your LinkedIn profile. To add applications to your profile, all you're going to do is you're going to come here to the More button, the very last button on the navigation bar. You go to More, and I want you to see here I have already applied these applications, so you can see that they're here on my More button. But if you haven't done that yet, you might have to click on Get More Applications. That's actually what I'm going to click on right now. And you will see here are the applications from LinkedIn. See, there aren't that many of them. There is the WordPress application. There is the SlideShare application. Those are the two that I want you to add. Okay? Another thing that I think is really cool in your profile now is that you can add publications and projects to your profile. I like these because they let you showcase your talents, but they also give you a great place to put URLs, and I love to place my URLs everywhere that I can, right? So have you written a book or an ebook? You can list these and drive traffic to your website or your sales page. You can add video if you want to add video. So let me scroll down and see if I can show you here. Hold on one second. Okay, so here's the publications section. You can see that I have been published in today's Businesswoman magazine, and if you clicked on that, it would show you that. And then I also put my my book, one of my books here, Take Action, Get Profits, 5 Steps to Massive Online Visibility. Okay, so that would it would, if someone clicked on it, they would go through to my sales page and could find out how to purchase that book. And then if you come down and you see projects, I added one project so that I could show you. So this is actually a video that I created called How to Track Your Return on Investment on Social Media. So someone could click on that link and see my work, see that video. If we were being very smart, we could drive traffic to our website this way. We could place that video in a blog post on our website, and every time someone clicked on it, they would be going and showing up on our website. Okay? Very good. The third piece I want to talk to you about is making sure that your profile is keyword specific. So let's take and let me just give you a quick example here. This is the your title on LinkedIn. I want you to notice what my title is. You can see it at the top of the second page of the handout, or you can see it here on the screen. My title is Social Media Blogging and Online Marketing Specialist, Business Strategist at Decisive Minds. A lot of times I see people wasting great, valuable marketing space when they just say CEO and founder at Decisive Minds, right? So what we want to remember is that everywhere we are online, we want to be using our keywords. What are those things that people are looking for that we want to be found for? So I want you to be very keyword specific on here, not just in your title, but throughout your profile. Put those words in your summary, put those words in your employment history, experience, your specialties, all of those things to be very keyword specific. All right? And the last thing here that I wanted to talk about, and actually it is, now that you have your profile set up, what is it that you can do next? What is that next piece, right? And I want you to remember that social media is all about building networks. It is about meeting people. It's about starting to build relationships. This is a tool for you to utilize to begin those relationships with people who can potentially become your clients or your colleagues or your joint venture partners. All right, so I want you to start by building your network, and the first thing, the easiest way to do that is to actually let LinkedIn do it for you. They have a button here, and you can see it at the top right hand corner. It says Add Connections. If you will click on Add Connections, it will what LinkedIn will do is it will ask you if it can search through your email and connect with the people that you have email addresses for who already have LinkedIn profiles. So there's no fear here. They're not going to be out there, scavenging through your friends or something. What you need to remember is it's going to pull you a list of people who already have LinkedIn profiles. Those people are here. They're wanting to build a network. They're wanting to connect with you. So let that work for you. That really works well. The second way to build your audience, to build your connections on LinkedIn, is by using the groups. And so you'll see here that there's a groups button. I'm going to go ahead and click on groups, and on LinkedIn gives us the ability to connect to 50 groups. You can see here I am currently connected to 46 groups. I'm a member of 46 groups. That does not mean that I participate in 46 groups every day. It just means that I have access to those groups. I have access to the members. I have access to the content. I'm going to show you in a second how to utilize those groups to drive traffic to your website. But right now what you can do is, when you belong to a group, you have the right as a group member to connect with any of those other members in that group. So it's a very powerful way to connect with people. If you've tried to connect with people that you don't know on LinkedIn, it's kind of like jumping through hoops, right? They ask you for, do you know their phone number? Do you know their email address? Do you know their youngest child's name? They ask you all kind of questions. But if you belong in the same group as someone else, then you can connect with them and don't have to know anything else. That's enough for LinkedIn. So very powerful way to meet people. So let's talk about how to utilize the groups to drive massive traffic to your website, because I think this is the missing link for most people. The groups on LinkedIn are where all of the activity happens. We need to be playing in those groups, but who has time to go to 46 groups every day? So let me show you a way that I participate in the groups. I can start discussions in the groups with my blog post, and I can do it all in a matter of minutes. So let me just show you what I'm talking about. What I want you to do is I want you to go to the home page on LinkedIn. So here is the home page that's just the normal page that we get to right as soon as we log into LinkedIn. What we're going to do is we're actually going to post our blog post as a discussion here on LinkedIn in the news feed. Okay? So we are going to, I want you to see right here, it says attach a link. We're going to put our blog post URL in this attach a link box. So I'm going to click on attach a link. The second thing I want to do is jump over to my website. So I'm at the Decisive Minds website, and I'm going to choose a blog post. Here's a great blog post, how I got 3 new clients from 1 Facebook post. I wrote this a couple of days ago. So I want to copy the URL. This is the URL, right? So I am going to right click and copy. I'm going to go back to LinkedIn, and I am going to right click and paste the URL in that box. Then I'm going to click the attach button. Okay, so now here's my blog post. I don't do anything else except click share. Okay, and I do go ahead and click on the tweet button, but for this example I'm just going to click share. So what that is going to do is that is going to share my blog post into the news feed. There it is. Okay, here's the blog post that I just shared. Now everyone that I'm connected to, I have 1,255 connections. All 1,255 people just got my blog post in their news feed, so it's possible for them to read it. But I want to take this one step further and actually post this in the groups that I participate in on LinkedIn. The second step is to click on the share button on that new post. So I'm going to click on share. When I do, it opens this box. I want you to notice there are 3 options here: post to updates, post to groups, send to individuals. Well, we've just posted it to updates, so it doesn't need to be there. We want to post it to groups. Now remember, I said I was a member of 46 groups. There is some thought process here. I'm a quoteaholic, so I have quote groups that I participate in. I have positive thinking groups that I participate in, and those would not be appropriate places for me to post this blog post about Facebook. Okay, so there is a process here of thinking through which groups you want to post them in. But all you have to do is tell LinkedIn which groups you want to place it in. Now I don't know about you, but I cannot remember the name of 46 groups. So I just found a way to make this super easy. All I'm going to do is type the letter A, and look what happened. The 3 groups that start with A appeared. So I'm going to click on Abnormal Marketing. I'm going to type A again, American Businesswomen. I'm going to type A again, Article Marketing Experts. That's all the A's. Now I'm going to type B. And I'm just going to keep doing that until I've chosen all the B's that are appropriate. And then I'm going to type C. No C's. You see what happened when I type C? I have no groups that started with C. So I'll type D. I'll type E. Okay, so I didn't want you to have to sit there and watch me do all of them, but I have now gone through the entire list, so you can see I have all of the groups in there. That took me less than a minute to do. I want you to notice I'm not putting anything in subject. I'm not putting anything in detail. I'm only putting in the names for the groups, and I'm going to click share. And I just shared that blog post with 46 other groups. I actually probably shared it with about 43. Okay, so think about that. If I shared with 43 groups, the average group has 1,000 members. That's 43,000 potential people who can click on that particular post and read it. Okay, now it gets really good, because what LinkedIn does for you is when someone clicks on the post inside a group to read it, LinkedIn actually sends them to your website. They don't read it on LinkedIn, they read it on your website. So that means that LinkedIn is driving traffic to your website. And what happens once they get there? Once they get there, they can see that you have a great free report that they might want, so they can opt into your list. They can see your products and services. They can see that you have a teleclass coming up. They can see that you're hosting an event. Whatever is going on your website, they can see it. Absolutely love this. And LinkedIn takes it one step further. You know, if you participate in LinkedIn groups, then you know that you receive an email every night with the activity of what happened in that group that day. If you started a discussion in that group, then your discussion is going to be in that email, and that email was sent to their regular email box, their Gmail, their Yahoo, whatever it is that they're using. So you're actually having an email marketing campaign to people that you don't have email addresses for. That is cool. So I hope that this has been helpful, and that you learned something nice and new about LinkedIn today. There's lots more stuff we can cover, but I just wanted to encourage you to get out there, get your profile 100% complete, start making those connections, building your audience. It's extremely important and a great way for you to build your business. If you would like to know more about social media or online marketing, I encourage you to visit us at DecisiveMinds.com, DecisiveMinds.com. You can see that I have a great free report here, 7 rules for creating and profiting from your Facebook fan page. That would be very beneficial for you. And I also have a process here that I would love you to look at and just tell us which one best describes you. All right, this is Michelle Sissom, the 6-Figure Results Lady from Decisive Minds, saying, be decisive. Bye-bye.